Hey guys, welcome back to MTH Gaming. Today I'm going to be doing a Newcastle vs Sheffield highlights. So I hope you enjoy. And if you're a Newcastle fan, like or comment which team you support. And let's get into it. So we're going to start with shots, with Newcastle having 11 and Sheffield having 7. And second, we're going to have shots on target, which is 8 shots on target for Newcastle and 1 for Sheffield. And possession wise, we have 46% to Newcastle and 54% to Sheffield, with 9 fouls of Newcastle and 11 for Sheffield. Yellow cards in this game, 2 for Newcastle and 1 for Sheffield. Red cards in this game, 0 for Newcastle and 1 for Sheffield, coming from John Egan in the 50th minute. By the way guys, I have this all written down. And with 3 offsides to Newcastle and 1 to Sheffield, with 2 corners and 4 to Sheffield. So in the first half we had a bit of couple shots and stuff, with lots of attacking from both sides, and with a bit of a scrap against both teams, with Joe Linton against John Egan. That's how we got the first yellow card. And then second half is where the 3 goals came in. So before the first goal, John Egan fouled Joe Linton, so that's why we got a second yellow card. And then took the free kick, went down the wing, and that's how we scored. It was very lucky mine, because I don't know how Sheffield let it through guys, but just Richie passed it through and then went past one defender, through the legs of the second, and straight to our right wing St. Maximin, who fired it in the bottom corner. And then second goal was in the 69th minute by Matt Ritchie. And so what happened there was, we were on the attack and then Ritchie got the ball, and then Sheffield's keeper wasn't in the correct position, and then Ritchie fired it as he noticed and scored a great goal. So that was a great goal, favourite player guys. And then our third goal was from Joe Linton. In the first half, he should have scored 2 really, because in the first half Almiron played it through, great chance, scuffed it up. Really wish he'd sell him. Cost 40 million and he's just been a waste guys. Because Martin Dubravka cost 4 mil and he's got the most saves in the Premier League. So really that's a shocking amount of money spent on him. And then and then his goal in the second half, he just sort of kicked it in the net. So after Newcastle getting those 3 points in the Premier League table, they're currently standing 12th place with 38 points, whereas Sheffield is still in 7th place with 44 points. When there is more games getting played tonight, such as Man U versus, I forgot exactly who it was, but then there's a derby, Liverpool versus Everton. So I'll go through the substitutions with you. So if you didn't know, guys, you're now allowed 5 substitutes in the Premier League. So with the first substitution coming from Sheffield was John Fleck off and Luke Freeman on, with and then the second sub was Billy Sharp on for Richaro Zikovic. So if you didn't know, guys, they actually got him in January, but because of all this coronavirus stuff, he just played his debut today, and I'd say he got a decent debut, but not the best. And then first substitute for Newcastle was Joe Linton off and Andy Carroll on. And then second sub for Newcastle was St. Maximin off and Nabil Bantaleb on. And then for Sheffield, the third substitution was Ollie McBurney for Kieran Freeman. And then third sub for Newcastle was Shelby off for Fabian Schär. He's a great defender, guys. And then fourth substitution was Miguel Almiron and Valentino Lazaro on. So he's a great right back, guys. We really need to sign him if we haven't already. I'm not sure if we have, I think we have. And then fifth sub in 90th plus 3, Yadlin didn't actually get to play. Actually, he got a couple seconds, I'd say, 10 or 20. Was Richie off and Yadlin on. So yeah, guys, I'll talk through the starting 11 on both teams. So in net for Newcastle, we have Dubravka, and in defence we have 2 centre-backs, Jamal Lascelles and Federico Fernandez, followed on the sides by left-back Danny Rose, who's currently on loan from Tottenham. He's a great defender, guys, like many of them from Newcastle. And he's currently on loan from Tottenham, and he's played in the World Cup. So he's got some great experience, guys. And then on the right back we have Javier Manquillo, and we haven't seen him do much this season, but I guess he's good. And then in midfield we have in the centre mids Isaac Hayden with John Joe Shelby, and then on the right we have Matt Ritchie with, on the left, St. Maximin. Then two strikers, or striker is Miguel Almiron with centre forward Joe Linton. And for Sheffield's lineup, in net we have Dean Henderson, which is good. And then 3 centre backs are Robinson and Egan, who got the red card, and Basham. So yeah. And then 3 centre mids for them is Fleck and then in centre we have Norwood, followed up by Burge, and on the sides on the right we have G. Baldock, and on the left we have Stevens, and up top for both teams we have, for Sheffield we have Sharp and McBurney. I'll talk you through both teams' benches for this game, guys. So for Newcastle we have number 5 Fabian Schär, and then number 7 Andy Carroll, who's a striker, and Fabian Schär's a defender, guys. Number 12 Dwight Gale, who was a great player getting us up into the Premier League, scored many goals in the Championship, and second season in the Premier League he went on loan to West Brom and scored a few goals for them. We got Rondon, he was great. And then we have number 13 Yoshiruni Muto, and he scored 2 or 3 goals for the club and was a good signing, guys. And then we have 17 Emil Kraft, who's not too good on the ball, but I guess he's decent enough to be a footballer. And then we have 22 DeAndre Yedlin, who's got the pace, guys, but I wouldn't really say he should be in defence. He's more of like an attacking player. He scored a great header against who was it, Southampton if I'm correct, at home. And then we have number 23 Valentino Lazaro, who I've talked to you about, and then 26 Carl Darlow. He's been great in the FA Cup before coronavirus, and hopefully he does, if he's in the starting lineup, good against Man City on the 28th. And then finally we have 42 Nabil Bantaleb, with the managers Steve Bruce and for Newcastle, and Chris Wheelder for Sheffield. And if you didn't know, this game was held at St James's Park. Great 3-0 win, got 3 points. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and just put in the comments what videos you'd like to see next. Bye.